Coming up in tonight's bulletin, the Neglected Tropical Diseases Program is on track to become an official division within the Ministry of Health and Medical Services. The Ministry of Communication and Aviation launched its second telecenter in Choiseul Province, and a new program aimed at recognizing women working in the health sector, the Permanent Secretary's Women Leadership Award, was officially launched in Honiara today. Hello, you're watching SIBC's TV News Bulletin. I'm Cheryl Berra. The Ministry of Health and Medical Services is moving ahead with plans to formally establish a dedicated division for neglected tropical diseases. Alex Dedamu reports.
The Neglected Tropical Disease Program is on track to become an official division within the Ministry of Health and Medical Services, MHMS. Deputy Secretary for Health Improvement, Dr. Nemia Bainivalu, made the announcement highlighting the NTD's team's significant success in reducing scabies cases nationwide through the rollout of the double mass drug administration.
With the great work that is being done, me like for also informing you fella as well that through the senior executive and other colleagues who are here, such as senior executive from DPP and FC and so forth, the NTD program will now officially be an established program or division or unit. In the Ministry of Health, it is really out of good work and hard work and achievements that have come into reality. In 2026, based on submissions that are going to be made through Ministry of Finance and Public Service, for the first 4 positions at the national level under the Solomons government, by him advertised and recruitment by him begin. Which meaning that the program bagaram separate budget codes, meaning that for the first time by him say develop him annual operational plan by him seleva, also create him on budget line seleva for actually doing work that is focused on NTD, and also for bringing to the support from other partners such as DFAT, WHO and other partners for come and support the national program. Let me reiterate him again that the Ministry of Health Executive and fully support him the national NTD unit and program, and will and perhaps continue for supporting the national NTD program in the years to come.
On behalf of the Ministry's Permanent Secretary, Dr. Bainivalu formally endorsed the program's official report after 5 years of implementation.
I now dedicate and endorse the official achievement and report of the program after 5 years of implementation, and note that this is a great achievement and a remarkable achievement for not only the Ministry of Health but for the country that you for everyone here must be proud of. Now have time for we work towards again to ensure that community transmission of scabies have come under control and ultimately towards elimination.
The NTD Scabies program team, together with development partners such as the Australian government, the World Health Organization, celebrated the major milestone yesterday. Alex Dedamu for SIBC TV.
The Ministry of Communication and Aviation launched the country's second telecenter project in Choiseul Province on Monday. Alex Dedamu has more on this story.
The Ministry of Communication and Aviation launched its second telecenter in Choiseul Province on Monday. Situated at Choiseul Bay Provincial Secondary School, the telecenter, also known as the Innovative Hub, underscores the ministry's ongoing efforts to expand digital access across the Solomon Islands. Deputy Director of Digital Transformation, Ruben Giroux, highlighted the significance of the facility and stressed that the center is open to everyone.
While the telecenter is located in Choiseul Bay Secondary School, it is not limited only to the students of the school. The facility is open to the surrounding communities and to the public at large. It is designed to be a shared digital space, a place where people can create new ideas, content and innovations, communicate, through modern digital tools and innovate using technology to support education, business, research, and community development. The telecenter belongs to everyone. It stands as a community hub that will empower students, teachers, youths, mothers, churches, entrepreneurs, and any individual seeking access to digital tools and knowledge.
Choiseul Province Deputy Premier Lincoln Gallo expressed their commitment to supporting the ministry's vision to expand digital access nationwide.
As we celebrate this milestone, I would like to reaffirm Choiseul Provincial Government commitment to supporting the general government as we believe in the vision of our national government, and we are proud to be an agent of change, working to translate national policies into tangible outcomes for our people. As a province, we are committed to ensure that resources are delivered effectively to transform the lives of our people. We will work tirelessly to implement programs and projects that benefit our people. Together we achieve greater things. To conclude, I would like to request the continued support of the ministry to ensure that the telecenter receives necessary resources and guidance to deliver its purpose. To the school management, we'll work closely with the ministry to ensure that the telecenter is utilized to its full potential, benefiting our students, teachers, communities, and also the center is well cared for.
Meanwhile, Choiseul Bay School Principal Mr. Samson Seama shared his excitement about the new learning opportunities the telecenter will bring to everyone.
We are excited that the telecenter will not only transform learning opportunities but also open doors for innovative thinking and creativity. So our Kima, our thank you to the General Government and the Ministry of Communication and Aviation. You have seen the gap that many of us, we will need to develop ICT literacy skills and skills so that we too could participate in the greater Solomon Islands dream and the world.
The first telecenter was launched last week at Malu Station in Malaita Province. Alex Dadamu for SIBC TV.
A new program honoring women working in the health sector, the Permanent Secretary's Women Leadership Award, was launched in Honiara today. Eliza Kukutu attended the launching and filed this story.
A new program aimed at recognizing women working in the health sector, the Permanent Secretary's Women's Leadership Award, was officially launched in Honiara today. The initiative has been made possible through the Solomon Islands Australia Health Partnership as part of the Ministry of Health's efforts to improve gender equity across the health sector. Speaking at the launch, Health Minister Dr. Paul Bosawai assured the government's full support for the initiative.
I endorse both fully, and I do so on behalf of the government, and to be specific, the Government of National Unity and Transformation. The initiative will open doors for women to grow, learn and build confidence in leadership. The committee will ensure transparency, fairness and representation from across the whole country. Together, they will shape a new generation of leaders, women whose potential, experience and talent will move on our ministry forward. This is not symbolic, it is an investment in the future of our health sector. Strengthening women's leadership does not stand alone. It must be connected to a wider reforms, fairness, safety and accountability.
A Women in Health Leadership Committee was also launched to support the implementation of the program. Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Health, Pauline McNeil, says women working across all areas of health will be supported to take on leadership roles.
So through this initiative, we will promote soft training, mentoring, and leadership training to strengthen women's skills, confidence, and readiness for leadership roles. We will partner with national leadership networks, including women and in executive leadership in the country, in the region, and hopefully in the globe, to enhance impact and shared learning. We will establish an alignment of network of leaders who can mentor others, regardless of where they are, whether it's at a lower health facility or at NRH Ministry headquarters. Will ensure that the opportunities are available and accessible to ensure that they share experience and serve as role models across the country.
For SIBC TV, I'm Eliza Kukutu.
Gender-based violence remains a critical concern. Opposition leader Matthew Wale has called on the government to allocate more public funds to support preventative measures against the issue. Andrea Maahanua reports.
The extent of gender-based violence in our society is very high indeed. Maybe you may not believe me, because perhaps we're insulated. Perhaps you think I'm not touching family blue. I'm touching every single family, including all of ours.
Opposition leader Matthew Wale raised serious concerns over the need to increase budgetary support towards gender-based violence preventative activities in the country. Wale raised the issue during yesterday's Committee of Supply debate on the 2026 Appropriation Bill, pointing out that the Ministry of Women, Youth, Children and Family Affairs remains one of the most underfunded ministries.
Let's take a zero tolerance attitude towards this cancer in our midst. So it may be part of a big disappointment, worse than disappointment. So we urge the government, we urge you, Prime Minister, to take a lead on this one and come up with some proactive initiatives. Mifala suggest them to ministry that next year hold them a big consultation where community leaders, church, every stakeholder come together. Let's find the money, let's consult, and let's find some real ways forward to addressing this thing. A big problem to us, this one.
Minister Kathy Nori acknowledged the recommendations made by the Public Accounts Committee, which suggested that government amend and allocate funds towards construction of provincial care centres.
The ministry, along with the Ministry of Justice and Legal Affairs, have submitted together a combined cabinet paper requesting for funding to build a care centre for each province for victims of gender-based violence and violence against children, to provide accommodation and support to access safe net services before they can be discharged. The combined cabinet paper was approved, but there was no allocation given. But we will follow up with a conclusion on that combined submission and budget for 2027 onwards. The approval then was for 20 million over 5 years.
Responding to Wale, Prime Minister Jeremiah Manele assured that government will work with relevant ministries to strengthen support for gender-based violence prevention.
You are PAC Chairman and the members. These are very important recommendations. Yes, over the years we have neglected the important requirements and needs of this important ministry, more than half of our population. So as a coordinating department, we will work very closely with finance and of course with the Ministry of Women, so that earlier on in the budget process they come with, as the Minister said, fully costed programs and projects so that we can improve in terms of the budget allocation.
Andrea Maahanua for SIBC TV.
As corruption continues to harm communities nationwide and hinder national development, groups and government agencies are joining forces to fight back. Simon Tavake with more on this story.
As corruption remains rife and continues to have damaging impacts on communities, society, and national development, various groups, government institutions, and organizations are joining hands to combat it. The Solomon Islands Independent Commission Against Corruption, SICAC, established in 2019 following the passage of the Anti-Corruption Act 2018, has continued to lead the fight against corruption in Solomon Islands. SICAC Deputy Chair, Ms. Flory Alalo, during the International Anti-Corruption Day commemoration yesterday, called for stronger collaboration with the government to effectively fight corruption.
The public, when they hit SICAC come into operation, they have their hopes and they believe that SICAC will address everything immediately. But SICAC was set up to operate in collaboration with other integrity institutions, with civil society and the public to address corruption. Integrity institutions who are also present today, like the Leadership Code Commission, the Ombudsman's Office, Office of the Auditor General. So SICAC is set up to work in collaboration.
With the position of Director General still vacant, Ms. Alalo urged authorities to prioritize the appointment, emphasizing its agency given the crucial moment SICAC is operating in.
This year, 2025, a total of 28 cases on corrupt-related offenses have been registered. SICAC is awaiting the Director General position to be filled up. As I mentioned, the Act has been set up in such a way that these cases are still on hold. 7 months wasted. So we also call upon our authorities to prioritize the position of the Director General to be filled as soon as possible. It is of utmost urgency, I'd like to repeat, that the position must be filled up and not wait for another 5 more months.
Simon Tavake, SIBC TV.
And that's news. Follow us on sibconline.com.sb and our SIBC News Facebook page for more of our latest stories. Thanks for watching.